Attention to Brother Rashad Nelson, who will help us with our Bible reading, Genesis chapter 4, verses 17 to Genesis 5, verse 8.
Afterward, Cain had sexual relations with his wife, and she became pregnant and had birth to Enos. Then he engaged in building a city and named the city after his son Enos. Later, Irad was born to Enos, and Irad became father to Mehujael, and Mehujael became father to Methuselah, and Methuselah became father to Lamech. Lamech took two wives for himself. The name of the first was Ada, and the name of the second was Zillah. Ada gave birth to Jabal. He was the founder of those who dwell in tents and have livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He was the founder of all of those who play the harp and the pipe. Also, Zillah gave birth to Tubal Cain, who forged every sort of tool in copper and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. Then Lamech composed these words for his wives Ada and Zillah. Hear my, hear my voice, you wives of Lamech. Give ear to my saying. A man I have killed for wounding me. Yes, a young man for striking me. If 7 times Cain is to be avenged, then Lamech 77 times. Adam again had sexual relations with his wife, and she gave birth to a son. She named him Seth because, as she said, God has appointed for me another offspring in place of Abel because Cain killed him. There was also born to Seth a son, and he named him Enos. At that time, people began calling on the name of Jehovah. This is the book of Adam's history. In the day that God created he made him in his likeness of God. Male and female, he created them. On the day they were created, he blessed them and named them men. Adam lived for 130 years, and he became father to a son in his likeness, in his image, and he named him Seth. After becoming father to Seth, Adam lived for 800 years, and he became father to sons and daughters. So all the days of Adam's life amounted to 930 years, and then he died. Seth lived for 105 years and then became father to Enoch. After becoming father to Enoch, Seth lived for 807 years, and he became father to sons and daughters. So all the days of Seth amounted to 912 years, and then he died.
Thank you, Rashad. That was an awesome job on that reading. He was actually working on study number 5, which is accurate reading, and he certainly did just that. The study point helps us to appreciate that one way for us to do that, to read accurately, is to read aloud exactly what's on the page. Another thing that's encouraged is word groupings, and that's something that I especially noticed in his reading. Most of the time with young people, They read word for word for word. And so it's hard to get the idea of what's being read because of the way it's being read. But he read those word groupings. You got the full import of the idea of what he was reading. Also with your pronunciation. That you had some names in that one. And it wasn't necessarily young people's subject matter either, but he was unflinching. He read every word and he read it accurately. Certainly a wonderful example for our young people on the school. Very nice job. So now we'll give our attention